everyone, today's video is going to be a meet all of my pets video. This has been so highly requested. I believe it's probably one of the most requested videos of all time, and I know you guys don't really know my pets very well, and there's a lot of confusion about which animals I have, how many of which animal, about their personalities, etc. So I thought this video would be a perfect opportunity to introduce all of them to you. So let's start off with Jasper, who is my little cat. So Jasper, we adopted him in December 2013, and he had been found as a stray, and this lady was just keeping him in her upstairs, and so I believe he was the runt of the litter. He'd been found as a stray. Yeah, he's still quite a young cat, and he's so lovely. He is very friendly, and I have had another cat in the past, but she was nowhere near as friendly as Jasper is. You couldn't really pet her, but Jasper's so friendly. As you can see, he loves his snuggles, and he's just such a daft little kitty. And he doesn't really get on very well with Vinny. They always get scared of each other, and I think Vinny just wants to play really, but he sees it as a game really, and I think he enjoys it. So yeah, he's a very lovely and friendly cat, and he's such a nutter. He's always getting beaten up by the other cats in the village, so... I'm now going to be introducing you to my dog named Vinny. So when we got Vinny, they predicted he would be between 2 and 4 years old. And we got him April last year, so about a year ago now. We've had you a year, haven't we? A lot of people ask about his breed because it's not very obvious what breed he is. We don't really know. We think he's got quite a lot in him. I mean, his markings are quite spaniel-like, but then he doesn't really look like a spaniel. We think he may have Patterdale, sheepdog. We don't know. A big mixture really. I think he's got a lot in him. He is so lovely. He has been amazing to have. So a bit about his background story. When we got him, they said that he was found as a stray and he had no form of identity, no microchip, no collar, which would suggest he'd been let out, but we don't know for sure. We're not really sure where exactly he came from, but things he absolutely loves. He loves to go on his walks. That's what he lives for. He just wants to go out all the time. If he could go on a walk all day, he would, because he absolutely loves to walk, and that's basically what he lives for. He also loves being next to the fire on an evening. He just loves the heat, so he's such a good dog, and he can be very cheeky at times, but he's very good whilst we're out of the house. It's mainly when we are there and we're not giving him attention, then he will just bark and bark, and he'll chew up things, won't you, until someone gives him attention. So he's very demanding, but he's so lovely. Now I'm going to introduce you to my rabbits and guinea pigs. This is their area where they live. The rabbits live in the shed joined onto the aviary. The guinea pigs live in the playhouse joined onto the outdoor area. Now this area here is something new. They've not really been out here before. And this is what I set up. When I'm around at home, I would never leave them unsupervised here. So this is a supervised playpen for them. Then at the end of the day, I take away the grids, and then it just looks like part of the garden, and put everything away. So I will now go and show you the guinea pigs and introduce them to you. now just going to tell you a little bit about each of my guinea pigs and their story, and also a bit about their personality. So we'll start off with Bramley. He is the male of the group. He has been neutered, so he cannot get the girls pregnant. So he is the only male, and we decided to get him castrated after we lost our other neutered boar. Bramley was living alone as he'd been separated from another boar he was living with due to fighting. So then we got Bramley neutered, and this has been the best decision that we've made. He absolutely loves it with the girls, and I think that his quality of life has really improved. So we believe he is around 5 years old, but we are not too sure. So Bramley is an agouti colour guinea pig. He isn't full agouti like Hazel, but he has got patches of agouti, and he is one of the heaviest guinea pigs. Oh, and he was washing rocks in. So he is often quite grumpy, but he absolutely loves them with the girls. He loves snuggling up to them, washing them, and he is so much more content now living with the girls, although he does get grumpy sometimes. Then we have Ruby here. We bought Ruby from Pets at Home. She is my first guinea pig, along with another guinea pig called Millie, who sadly passed away. So Ruby is probably around 4 years old now, and she is all white. She's got a ginger patch over one of her eyes. So she is very, very tame. She loves a good cuddle, don't you? You can just hear that. So she's very tame. She lived on her own for a while because she was very dominant, but she's now so calm and very friendly to the other guinea pigs, aren't you? So she's lovely. Here is Oreo. We got Oreo after we got Ruby and Millie, and we got her because Ruby was being mean to Millie, so we thought having another guinea pig would help. That was a massive mistake. It did not help at all. It made everything 10 times worse. And then she was a little monkey at the time, was Oreo. So then when we decided to adopt a neutered boar, that made all the difference. So Oreo is very laid back. She just gets along with everything now, and likes to spend most of the day sleeping. But yeah, she's very friendly and gets along with the other guinea pigs. Miffy is a Sheltie guinea pig. She is long-haired, and yeah, she's a Sheltie. So Miffy is pretty much everyone's favourite. She's got a lot of character. I mean, they all have a lot of character, but her in particular, she is such character. She used to live with Panda, who I will show you in a minute. They were dumped outside of Pets at Home in a cardboard box, which is disgusting, and I can't believe someone would do that. But yeah, luckily the Pets at Home took them in, put them in the adoption area, and were advertising them up for adoption, and so I couldn't resist, especially due to their story. I wanted to give them a good quality of life. We brought them home, absolutely hated each other. They would not sit anywhere near each other in the cage. Now, introducing them to the group was the best thing we did for them, because at first it didn't work out, but then now you can see they're so settled. So Miffy has a lot of character. Here is Panda. Panda is a Ridgeback guinea pig, which is not strictly a breed, but it's more of a genetic default really, so it gives them this spike all the way along their back. But I absolutely love that. She is tortoiseshell coloured, and you can tell where she gets the name from basically. So yeah, she came with Miffy, and she is a little bit of a thug, I have to say. She does like her own space, like Miffy does over there. But she can be a sweetie at times. It's just she tends to act like a bit of a thug for show. But yeah, she is such a lovely guinea pig, and she's come a long way since we got her when she hated Miffy, but now they're both getting along really well and they've made amazing progress. She's the heaviest of our guinea pigs. She is, I think she's 1,300, maybe over that. At her heaviest she's been almost 1,400 grams, which is very heavy for a female guinea pig. She is very confident, a little bit bossy, but in general she is a very sweet guinea pig. Next I'll talk to you about Multi and Mabel. So Multi is there chilling out on the shelf. Mabel is in a little tray over there. So I'll start off by talking to you about Multi. So, well, a bit of background information. They were both I took them off this girl who, her brother was allergic to guinea pigs and other small animals, so they could no longer keep them, which is such a shame, and she basically just asked me if I could take these guinea pigs on, and of course I said yes. So we met halfway and took on these guinea pigs. They're such characters, and they are 4 years old I think now. Multi is such a lovely guinea pig. She loves to climb, she loves being up high, as you can see. She is very content at the minute. Whenever I come in on a morning or whenever I'm about to feed them, she's always looking out the window, which is so cute. So they have settled in amazingly, although at first there was a lot of dominance issues between Multi and Bramley. They now get along very well. So Mabel is over here, and she is the same age. So again, we got them together. She's got a crest on her head and she is black and white. Also, Multi is tortoiseshell coloured and she's got a little bit of Abyssinian in her, I think, but she's not a proper Abyssinian. So Mabel is such a sweet guinea pig. Lately she's not been very well, but she's really perked up again now and she started to gain weight and is doing so much better. So she can be quite submissive, meaning that she's near the bottom of the hierarchy. The others tend to pick on her a little bit, but she's such a sweet little girl and she's very friendly. Roxy, who is sunbathing currently, is the mum of Hazel. So Hazel is out there, as you can see. She's about to come in now. So we went to a guinea pig rescue called Cave Corner, looking for some more guinea pigs to take on. We saw these two, they've been picked out for us, and we said we'd love to have these. So basically they have been kept in really bad conditions, well Roxy had, because Hazel wasn't born at the time. She was born in the rescue. They were kept in really bad cramped conditions with other siblings, so Roxy had basically mated with her brothers, and because they were kept in these awful conditions, in tiny cramped conditions, then they came to the rescue and Roxy gave birth. So she had another baby, I think it was another female, looked very much like Roxy, but Hazel was not nice to that guinea pig, and so they had to be separated because Hazel was a little bit of a thug. So yeah, Roxy's very laid back. She does like to have her own space, but I thought when we would introduce them she'd be very overprotective over Hazel, but she didn't care. She was just like happy to have other guinea pigs around her, I think. So she is such a lovely little character. She is this really gorgeous sleek black colour, and yeah, she is such a lovely guinea pig. Hazel over here, she is an agouti guinea pig. So she is the baby of Roxy, not so much a baby anymore, but she's washing Ruby. So she is full of character, honestly. She has got so much personality. She's very cheeky and such a little character. She always used to sit in the hay rack when they had their other hut. She just used to spend all day in the hay rack and she loved it in there. So she generally gets along with the others quite well. She's starting to mature a bit now, so she's being a bit more dominant than she used to be, but she's such a little character and very cheeky as well. So she'll be 1 now, and her favourite place to be is that corner litter tray over there. Now I'm going to be introducing my bunnies. So these two are the newest additions to the pet family. Their names are Piper and Bigwig. Piper is on the left and Bigwig is on the right. We adopted them through Camp Nibble, which is a rabbit and other small pet rescue. So their story was that they had both been found as strays. Piper was found in a field and she couldn't be rescued until several months later, I believe, after people found her, and she was very hard to catch. Then Bigwig was also found as a stray, but we don't know much about where he came from. So out of the two, Piper is the most confident. Bigwig, on the other hand, is quite shy, but he's still coming out of his shell as we haven't had them for very long. But Piper is kind of like a cat. She's always on my knee when it's pellet time, so she's very comfortable. Still got a bit of work to do with Bigwig, but he's come on so well. So he can get a little bit grumpy at times because she does, as you can see, she gets a bit hyper. Come on. But you can just see her personality by watching this. Oh my god. She wants her pile, but she also wants his pile, so this isn't really working out very well. So they're both lion head buns. Now I'm going to be introducing you to my hamster. My hamster is called Pingu. He is a hybrid hamster, so he has been crossed with a Campbell's Russian Dwarf and then crossed with a winter white hamster. So these have been interbred, and then this is what creates the hybrid hamster. So we got him from a pet shop, and the reason being is because there were no hamsters available in the rescues local to me at the time, so I decided to get him from a pet shop. So he lives in this Detolf enclosure from IKEA. He absolutely loves to explore. He's very curious and adventurous. He's not the sort of hamster that I can hold. He is a bit of a nibbler, but I don't mind because he's so entertaining to watch and a great little addition to the pet family. So now I'm going to be introducing you to my 3 gerbils who live in the Living World Green Eco Habitat from Zooplus. So I got these 3 gerbils in August 2013, and they had been found in the Pets at Home adoption. That's where I found them from, and that's where I adopted them from. So I saw them all snuggled up inside this little coconut, all piled up on top of each other, and I was like, I have to have them. They've got to be mine. So we took them home the same day, and they have been such great pets, very easy to care for, and they are no trouble at all. They just make lovely pets really, and they love this habitat. It works really well for them. So now moving on to their personalities. So they are actually quite different in terms of their personalities. We've got Chestnut, who is the dark brown one. I'm guessing they're all the same age, but I'm not too sure. So Chestnut, the dark brown one, he is, I would say he's the leader of the group. He is always in boss mode really. He likes to make the nest. He is always the one doing all the mum jobs. So then we've got Hazelnut. He is the white gerbil. He absolutely loves to dig. He's always digging tunnels. Whenever I look in, he is always digging. So that's his favourite thing to do. And Hazelnut and Chestnut get along very well. And then there's Peanut, and they'll get along really well together, but Peanut seems to be the one who is, he seems like the baby of the group really, and he's the sandy coloured one. So he is the most submissive, which is why they are quite dominant towards him, but they still get along very well. They sleep together in the same nest, and they have a good relationship for a trio, because I know it's really hard to keep 3 gerbils together, but I'm lucky that I can do that. So yeah, they all have quite a good bond, and that's all about their personalities.